Hello students, hope you all are fine and keeping up with your studies nowadays. Today we are going to learn the fourth chapter of our this year's PT syllabus, that is Diet for Healthy Life. This chapter contains of the following topics. Now let us start with the introduction to this chapter. There are 6 tastes of food, namely salty, sour, pungent, astringent, bitter, and sweet. We should take all of them in a balanced proportion. This year, we will learn about 2 tastes in detail. The first one is salty taste. Cooking salt is responsible for the salty taste. We know that every plant, every vegetable contains salt. Our body needs salt, so it is essential to take salt in food. Though pulses and vegetables contain natural salt, we add cooking salt to them, which is not really necessary. But we are used to having salt in our food. However, if we take a little amount of salt, it is not harmful. But it is harmful in end if we form the habit of having salt in excess. Those who have high blood pressure should take very little salt added to it. We can protect ourselves from heat stroke by drinking water with a little amount of salt in it. The second one is pungent taste. We add black pepper, green chili, mustard seeds, ginger, ajma, garlic, cinnamon, cloves, cardamom, and long pepper in dal, curry, vegetables, chutney, sambar, pickles, salty fried food, etc. Some add pepper and salt even to the cooked food served on the table. Pungent taste increases the secretion of digestive juices and hence this taste helps us in the digestion of food. But at the same time, those who do not take pungent ingredients do not have difficulty in digestion. Spices and condiments are added to food mainly for the taste. But excess use of condiments increases the proportion of acid in the stomach. So, we may have ulcers in the stomach and in the intestine. Pungent items like ginger are very effective and useful in cough and cold. Cloves and long pepper are useful in nausea. Garlic is very much helpful in reducing cholesterol and preventing heart diseases. Onion is useful in colds. Coriander, bishopweed seeds, mustard seeds, etc. are useful in indigestion. These ingredients in the proper proportion are useful in secretion of acids which destroy harmful bacteria and germs contained in the food. It is a simple fact that balanced diet is essential for human life. If one or other kind of diet causes imbalance, it affects the function of body. Diet is essential for life, regeneration of body cells, and their growth and development. A balanced diet fulfills the deficiency caused by our daily work. So, we must get all the ingredients in sufficient quantities through a balanced diet. Cells regenerate, grow, and develop by obtaining the necessary ingredients like proteins, carbohydrates, and fats. Moreover, we need different minerals, vitamins, and other ingredients for certain vital functions of our cells. Water is also an important medium for carrying all these elements to our cells. So, if we get all the ingredients in proper proportion from our food, we call such a food a balanced diet. But if we take these ingredients in excess, we may fall ill. Obese person becomes easy victims of heart diseases. So, we should not take fatty and oily foods. Some persons are very thin owing to the deficient development of cells. This occurs due to the lack of insufficiency of protein in the diet. In short, proteins, carbohydrates, fats, minerals, vitamins, water, and fibers are important ingredients of the diet. They should be present in a balanced proportion in our food. Now, let us understand the importance of diet according to its ingredients. Water is the most important ingredient of diet. Functions such as formation of blood, circulation of blood, digestion and secretion of juices and other functions which require the presence of a liquid are performed through the medium of water. Proteins are very useful to the body because they help in regeneration, growth and development of body cells. The old cells of the body are replaced by new cells. For example, the growth of new cells of skin, hair and nails is a continuous process. Proteins are available in beans, milk, grains and vegetables. They are also available in non-vegetarian food like meat and eggs. Carbohydrates provide energy in the form of calories which help the body to carry out its function. Sweet ingredients like sugar and jaggery, which are important sources of carbohydrates, are also available from potatoes, sweet potatoes, and beetroot. We also get carbohydrates from wheat and rice in a fairly good amount. Fatty substances are storehouses of fuel and energy. They provide fuel to our body. Ghee and oil are good examples of such fatty substances. Vitamins are also helpful in the growth of our body. We get vitamins in good amounts from milk, green vegetables, fruits, grains, and minerals. Minerals are helpful in the formation and constitution of blood and bones. So, we come to know the fact that bread, chapati, or milk, ghee are not only useful foods. Such foods help us to live, but we cannot maintain health and hygiene by having only such diet. Therefore, our Indian culture has considered the diet consisting of dal, rice, vegetable, roti, salad, food, fruits, milk, and curd as the best diet. We get fibers from vegetables, cereals, pulses, etc. Fibers are very useful for the formation of stools in the intestine. The knowledge of a proper diet in itself leads us halfway to the goal of good health. If we know what a good diet is and act accordingly, half of the problem of maintaining good health will be solved. Our diet and lifestyle are basis of good health. If we take food for taste and pleasure only without looking at the effect on our body, we will invite diseases. Sometimes we get incurable disease as a result of this carelessness, and if we do not get proper treatment for even ordinary diseases, the disease may become serious. So, in the same way, we have to be careful about the diet we take. We should also be aware of particular diet which we should avoid. We should not take any food just to satisfy our taste or to get the pleasure to taste or through ignorance. But we should think about the hygienic value of diet before taking it. Our invaluable human body is built and sustained by hygienic food only. Now, we will look at the foods that should be shunned or that we should avoid taking. The first one is do not take stale food. Cooked and fresh food is tasty and easily digestible, so take food when it is warm. Food becomes stale after 3 hours after it is cooked. Avoid having such food. Some families take in the morning the stale food cooked on the previous night. Similarly, they eat at night the food cooked in morning. Such a habit is not good for health. Rotten food should not be taken. Wheat, rice, jowar, etc. are stored and we can find many kinds of insects in them. Sometimes we find webs and lumps in the stored grains. So we should clean them before cooking. We can use castor oil to preserve them. So apply castor oil to grains, cover them with neem leaves and preserve them in airtight containers. Store them in a cool place if possible. Farmers these days have started using insecticides on a large scale. So it is advisable to wash fruits and vegetables with plenty of water before we use them. If we eat them may without washing, we may get diarrhea, vomiting, food poisoning, cholera, loss of appetite, indigestion, etc. Do not eat raw food. The food which requires proper cooking should be taken only after it is well cooked. The digestive system of modern man is such that it is able to digest only cooked food, so raw food can be harmful. Sprouted pulses like moong, grams, bean, tur, etc. are nutritious and tasteful. Some unripe fruits are not harmful. We can eat some vegetables uncooked, for example, tomatoes, cucumber, cabbage, cauliflower, etc. But they should be taken in limited quantities or we may suffer from indigestion or gastric trouble. Do not take burnt or over-fried food. Food which gets burnt while cooking should not be eaten as it loses its taste by being overcooked. Our Gujarati recipe of handwo is an exception to this. It can be consumed even if its crust is burnt. Eating such food may cause diseases like thyroid, cholera, diarrhea and vomiting, worm infestation, and poliovirus disease of peripheral nerves of legs. We should not take unclean food. Unclean food can be the cause of many diseases. The place inside or outside the house where you take your food should be clean. The utensils, glasses and napkins etc. should be clean. The person serving the food should serve it with clean hands. We should sit on clean piece of carpet or wooden plank which should be clean. Wash your hands, feet and face before you start eating. Our nails should be free from dust particles. If we are eating after playing games, our nails will be full of dust which may reach our stomach and cause diseases. So we should trim our nails at an interval of 3 to 4 days. Always wash your hands before starting to eat. Foods from the market. Today, there is a craze for foods purchased from market instead of having domestic food. We have to purchase and eat pre-cooked market foods helplessly as we find it too difficult to cook at home. But we should avoid such fast foods available in the market whenever possible. Many of us take their meals in hotels, dining halls, and roadside dhabas and kumchas near our schools without any hesitation. Such food is dirty and stale. It is cooked again and again. It has more spices, salt, artificial colors, and chemicals which are harmful to us. Polluted water, dirty utensils, unclean hands, etc. contaminate the food. They are harmful to our well-being. Even when we have to take food outside, we should be very careful about what and where we eat. Do not eat packed food. We buy pre-cooked and packed food from market because day by day we have less and less time to prepare at home. We buy them because of attractive advertisements. Such food are harmful to our health as they contain harmful colors, chemicals, preservatives, etc. The packets might have been prepared months before, so the food might have got contaminated. So we have to be very careful before we purchase packed food items from the market. Avoid stimulant, hot and spicy food. Certain types of food cause stimulation and intoxication in our body. So such food is called stimulant and intoxicating food. Many of us have the habit of taking tea and coffee which contains nicotine, caffeine and tannin which are harmful to us. They cause temporary stimulation and intoxication, but in the long run they harm us. If we take them in excess, we get diseases such as cold, cough, discharge of pus from ears, indigestion, worm infestation, diabetes, etc., and experience difficulty in breathing. Now, we shall learn the use of domestic spices and condiments as food and in medicine. Condiments or spices which are used in cooking are good for health. Now, we shall see their properties and their medicinal values. Bishopweed seeds or Ajma are bitter and pungent in taste. They are a good appetizer. They stimulate our appetite. Ajma helps in digestion of food also. The uses of bishopweed seeds can be understood as follows. It is used to prevent abdominal pain, nausea, cough, and cold. The second is green ginger. The juice of green ginger is pungent in taste. It helps in the process of digestion. It is also a good appetizer. It cleans our mouth and our voice gets clear if we keep a piece of ginger in the mouth. The addition of ginger in cooking brings easy and clear motions. If we take it with salt and lemon before meal, it helps us to increase the appetite and digestion. Ginger is a type of root. It is the best and ideal domestic medicinal plant. Green ginger can be used to cure poor digestion, cold, and cough. The next is tamarind. Tamarind has sour taste. It is an appetizer. It helps in digestion. It helps in fighting constipation. The medicinal properties of tamarind are as follows. The first one is loss of appetite. If we soak the pulp of tamarind and take it with jaggery or sugar, we can have a pleasant soft drink which is called Amli Pani. It is a good drink in hot summer because it protects us from sunstrokes. It tastes very pleasant when taken during a meal. Mangosteem or Kokam juice tastes sweet, pungent, sour and bitter. It stimulates appetite. We can also control thirst by taking Kokam juice as a soft drink. It is also very useful in sticky diarrhea. When a moderate sour taste is desired, the flour of kokum can be used. Kokum flour is more effective than black kokum. The next one is coriander leaves. Coriander juice is bitter, astringent and sweet. Coriander leaves have a nice pleasant flavor and are very tasty. We add them to dal, curry, vegetables, sambar, chutney, khaman, poha, palak, etc. to make them more tasty and pleasant. It improves appetite. It helps in digestion. In hot weather and hot countries, we should use more coriander leaves. The next is cumin seeds or jeera. Cumin seeds are pungent in taste and help in digestion. They are an appetizer. We should fry them and get a special flavor in curries. We may add cumin seeds to buttermilk and drink it after meal. We may add some salt to the buttermilk to make it more tasty. The medicinal uses of cumin seeds or jeera are as follows. It helps to cure diarrhea or when we feel heaviness in stomach after a heavy meal, we can take cumin seed powder, Asaphoetida, and salt together as a paste with water. A warm paste of cumin powder can also be applied on the abdomen, and it can also be used to cure the loss of appetite. Coriander seeds are available from green coriander plants. They are used in the treatment of the following diseases. The first one is thirst. Coriander seeds soaked in water for a few hours and mixed quite well with quenched thirst. The second is burning sensation. A soft drink made from coriander seeds is effective in preventing a burning sensation in chest. And the last is diarrhea. We can take a spoonful of coriander powder with buttermilk to control diarrhea. Mint is tasty and has a flavor which everybody likes. We use it in dal, vegetables, chutney, etc. The medicinal uses of mint are: it can be used to cure cold, colicky pain, and also hot mint juice taken with sindhav and asaphoetida is good for health. Red pepper. Like salt and turmeric, we use red pepper or chili powder in cooking our food. It is a condiment which is essential and is used daily. We get a pungent taste from it. It makes food tasty and is a good appetizer and is helpful in digestion. Black pepper is not in taste. Its properties are similar to those of red pepper, but black pepper is better than the red pepper. Black pepper is used as medicine, but it is more effective as an ingredient of food. It is used in cough and gases. It stimulates digestion. The medicinal uses of black pepper are: it can be used to cure cold, cough, headache, and giddiness. Salt is an essential ingredient of food. Cooking salt has got the following medicinal uses. It can be used to cure poison removal, diarrhea and vomiting, loss of appetite, and nausea. Sweet neem leaf or curry leaf. Sweet neem is bitter, pungent, and astringent in taste. It is very delicious and is added to dal, curry, vegetables, and parched rice. It increases appetite and helps digestion. The next is fenugreek. Fenugreek is bitter in taste and greasy. It improves appetite and is light to digest. Following are the domestic uses of fenugreek. It is used to cure backache, aches and pain in heel and feet can be controlled with the use of fenugreek paste, and also the pain in joints can be cured. Mustard seeds or rye. Mustard is pungent and bitter in taste. It helps us to digest food. There are two types of mustard seeds: red mustard seed and black mustard seeds, and both of them have similar properties. They help to cure pains and aches in the body and also helps to cure the cold. The next is turmeric powder or what we call haldi powder. Turmeric is bitter, astringent and pungent in taste. It is easily digestible. Turmeric, being delicious, increases appetite. It makes our skin fair, so it is used in many beauty treatments. The domestic uses of turmeric are: it can be used to cure tonsillitis, cold, cough, and hoarseness of voice or loss of voice. The next is Asaphoetida or what we called Hing. Asaphoetida is a bitter and pungent in taste. Being delicious, it increases the appetite. Refined and the best quality of Asaphoetida should be used for medicinal purposes. The medicinal uses of Asaphoetida are as follows. The feeling of heaviness of stomach can be cured using Hing. Also, Headache can be cured. Now we look at the importance of green leafy vegetables in our diet. It is a tradition in Gujarat to use green leafy vegetables in the daily food. Nowadays, people have started using potatoes, suran or sweet potatoes, which are easily available instead of green vegetables. Vitamins help to make functions of certain systems of body smooth and speedy. Most of the vitamins are water soluble and are easier to cook. Green leafy vegetables contain large amount of water. They also contain vitamin B and C in the large proportions. We get vitamin A from cucumber and ripe kulkas. It is also available in maximum amounts in carrots and carotene. Vitamin C is available in sour tomatoes, gunda, lemons, etc. Thus, these types of vegetables provide a variety of tastes and have useful properties. From these leafy vegetables, we get iron, vitamin A, and fibers in good amounts. Fibers help in activation of digestive systems. They also help in preventing heart diseases. These vegetables, which are gift of nature, should be eaten after washing them thoroughly. Raw vegetables are more hygienic than cooked ones. They should be used after washing them properly because dirt sticking to the vegetables is harmful when it enters the stomach. The insecticides are spread on them. Their poison or toxic effects affects cabbage, cauliflower, onion, cucumber, tomatoes, peas, etc. If eaten raw, they are tasty and prevent constipation. Moreover, it is useful for obese people because they help in reducing weight. If such vegetables can be eaten raw, taking them half boiled or half cooked is also advantageous. Minerals and vitamins are lost or destroyed by overcooking or cutting them into the very small pieces. The same thing happens when we cook them in oil. We must eat green leafy vegetables for good health. This old proverb describes the importance of green leafy vegetable. Though eating vegetables is advantageous, care should be taken in consuming them. Generally, as vegetables contain more fiber, people who have constipation or who are non-vegetarians should use them in the large quantities. Vegetarians should eat vegetables in moderation, otherwise they may suffer from indigestion or gastric troubles. Last year, we learned about the importance of fruits in food. Fruits containing vitamins like pomegranate, mango, hawk plum or amla, and lemons were also discussed. Now we learn about other useful fruits. The first one is grapes. We get grapes in market after spring. Now grapes are produced on large farms, so they are available throughout the country easily. This fruit with an attractive color has a sweet taste. Raw grapes are sour in taste. Ripe grapes contain glucose and in a good amount. During summer, sweet grapes quench thirst and also give us energy. Calcium and phosphorus, necessary for building our body, especially the bones, are present in grapes in the large amount. Chiku has a dark grey almond colored skin and long black seeds. Chiku from South Gujarat area of Valsad and Navsari are famous. Now chiku trees are grown in Saurashtra and North Gujarat too. Chiku being sweet contains carbohydrates in good quantities. Like grapes, chiku also contain calcium and phosphorus. Chiku also contains iron. The amount of vitamin A in chiku makes it a useful fruit. Fruits of chiku contain sugar and fibers, so they increase appetite. Chico gives energy. Like grapes, Chico is also laxative. Bananas. Bananas are like nectar fruits. Bananas are seen in all seasons in the large quantities. In comparison with other fruits, it is found to be a cheap and a useful fruit. Banana trees are seen in each and every house in Kerala. Raw bananas cannot be digested easily as they contain fibers, yet they are freely used. Raw bananas are used as a vegetable and its slices are also used to make wafers. Banana curry and wafers are delicious. Ripe bananas are very useful hygienically. This fruit is known as kadali phal and is also known to everyone. Bananas are sweet and satisfy hunger. The fruit also contains vitamin A in good amount. This fruit is good for eyesight of small children. Many items are made from bananas, but banana is more popular as food. Small children as well as old people can take bananas. Bananas are not harmful to anyone. The last one is apple. These fruits with red and sometimes green or yellow skin are associated with Kashmir as there they are produced in large quantities. Apple orchards are found in large numbers in Kashmir and the hills of Himalayas. Comparatively, apples are costly, yet their use has increased. The reason behind this is its sweetness and attractive appearance. In reality, sugar content in apples is comparatively less than that in banana or chiku. An apple contains minerals in small quantities. Calcium is present in a good measure in apples. An apple contains large amounts of fiber and so it is useful for formation of stool. Because of this quality, it is useful during diarrhea. It is also useful in relieving constipation. It contains vitamin C in good measure, but it is obtained only if apple is eaten without peeling its skin. So students, that's it for this chapter. Thank you, stay safe and keep learning.